The farm boy with a destiny, the hero's journey, the chosen one. Everyone loves an underdog, overcoming impossible odds, taking on the forces that be, doing that which everyone said could not be done. And after Shane Gillis was fired from Saturday Night Live, we all thought that's what he was, the underdog. But after his podcast blew up, he got a new girlfriend and a new sponsorship from Bud Light. Many people cannot help but ask themselves, did Shane Gillis sell out?
What were the, was Shane Gillis getting fired from SNL kind of like a high water mark of the censorious age?
I'm trying to think. I think it, I don't know about like high water mark. I'm not exactly sure, just because Shane, I don't think, was known prior to getting SNL.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a cancellation of a very famous person. It was a cancellation of a person that didn't even have a base. It's kind of more impressive that he was able to build his career after that. It's one thing when you're like famous and you get canceled.
Right.
And then all these people who loved you are like, that's fucked up, they can ride for you. Here's this guy that nobody really... And now he has to go to... Now he's got the scarlet letter. Like, it's a really... I think it's a really impressive case study. Like, I don't...
Shane was born in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, back in the grand old year of 1987. According to Wiki, he didn't start doing comedy until 2012.
He was okay. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim told me, Dylan told me that he was in Times Square and he felt like he was being hunted. He's like, dude, he goes, it's so dangerous there now. It used to be like so easy to walk, and now you walk into the streets, you feel like a victim.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But I just moved there. I moved there like a year before COVID started.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From where?
Philly.
Oh, that's where you're from?
Yeah. No, I'm from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
Where'd you start doing stand-up?
The first open mics I did were at the Harrisburg Comedy Zone.
My parents used to live in Harrisburg.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I started.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they moved to...
In 2016, he started a podcast with friend and fellow comedian Matt McCusker.
Oh, dude. Party time. You live in Salt Life, dude. That's what's up.
Woo!
Yes, now then.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
First of all, how long have you guys known each other?
What, like 7 years, maybe?
Yeah, probably 6 or 7 years.
Shane has a penchant for sketch comedy, and in September of 2019, he was announced as a new cast member on the comedy Goliath called Saturday Night Live. Unfortunately, only 5 days later, he was fired for using racial slurs against Asian people that rhyme with pink.
Yeah.
It's a tough one to defend against.
What was your experience like with the whole SNL debacle thing? What was that like?
It's very, very crazy. I don't know. It's tough to... There's not many people that you can even talk to about it.
Yeah.
You know? Because it fucks you up a little. Like, it makes you, like, not trust people and shit for a while.
Like, in what way?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But back to the experience of it was, like, you just... it was kind of surreal. Because I was one of the first people to get, like, canceled, or however you want to say it, consequences? However you want to say it. Doesn't matter what we call it. It is what it is.
Right.
But I was one of the first people to go from... I was poor. I was not famous at all. I was poor. And then I got canceled immediately.
Due to his friendship with Joe Rogan, his podcast with Matt McCusker, and I suppose his stick-to-itiveness or whatever, Shane's career was not over. Many call him the uncancelable man, and as far as I'm concerned, he's one of the prime and early examples of the death of cancel culture. This caused many to rally behind him as a warrior for free speech.
He's like, if we just get you to the first episode, like, people will see you're not a piece of shit person.
Right.
Like, just talk. And I was like, whatever, I'll do. If I get fired here, whatever, I'll just go do Joe Rogan next week and I'll be fine. Anyway, I thought that was funny. No?
What?
I was like, I literally... Is that what
you thought?
I literally thought that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it would be funny.
Well, it could have been funny.
Yeah.
I was booked up, though.
No, it's fine. It was just funny to truly That was a conversation I actually had.
Really?
In Lorne Michaels' office in the middle of that.
That's hilarious.
I was in pure fucking panic.
Terror?
Yeah.
Then, a seemingly unrelated controversy kicked off when Kid Rock performed an accidental protest. He was upset about a trans person being on the box of Bud Light, so he did the Kid Rockest thing he could have done.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible. Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
This sent a tremor of limp prick protests across the new right and the comedy shows that were rallying alongside it. Many were refusing to drink Bud Light. It was a real PR nightmare for them. But then, in one particularly uneventful episode of JRE, Shane refused to acknowledge this protest.
It was just Ari's nose.
I'll allow it.
Look, you get the Bud Light cans out. You're not even hiding them anymore.
There's nothing to be ashamed of, dude.
I agree with you.
There's nothing to be
I
ashamed
feel
of.
like you should be the new spokesperson. You could turn this motherfucker around.
They better.
And someone, somewhere high up in the chain of the Bud Light command, heard this through the madness. Shortly thereafter, Bud Light reached out to Shane Gillis and made him an offer to be the newest spokesperson for Bud Light. Shane gladly accepted, and a friendship was born.
My boys.
Yeah,
Pump it out. Turn in that corner. Bud Light came all the way back. UFC, Shane Gillis.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
For the bros now.
I mean, that's a good move. Like that guy that we met, the CEO.
Yeah.
He's got it together.
Yeah.
He gets it. He gets it.
I thought you were the
Good
CEO
dude.
now. I thought you were
Just
the
in commercials.
I knew you guys were going to fucking make fun of me.
Come on, man. I'm so happy.
No, it wouldn't have happened without this.
Listen, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It just made so much sense. You never let them go. You never bailed on them. In the heart of all the craziness, you never bailed. Kid Rock's fucking shooting cases of it out of his ranch.
Turncoat.
That's your nemesis. That's your nemesis now.
I have to fight Bobby next time I go to
You
Nashville.
you should have a duel, a classic duel.
I think it was an important moment in culture where people realize, like, you know, there's consequences for certain things. And some people, they, like a guy like Kid Rock, can shoot your brand. You got real problems with that.
Shane famously drinks a lot of beer, at least when he's on stage. Many of us at the time agreed with Papa Rogan. It was a smart match, but as Shane's fame grew, a ghost from his storied past Shane Gillis fans considered this a huge dunk. The show that was too clean for Shane's dirty anti-Asian sentiments and FOMOphobia, give it a sec, had asked him to host. This has always been considered one of the highest honors in comedy, as SNL has been around for a very long time.
Get annoyed.
Yeah, look, I thought it was nice.
Yeah.
I think it's good. Like, if we're gonna talk about all the like culture shit, I think it's cool they brought me back, and it's cool I said yes. I think it's a nice moment for everybody because it's. I don't want to be you don't want to be a guy that's like, fuck everybody that said fuck me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like, all
I
right,
don't
let's
want to do
end
that.
this.
It's
Let's
like,
go on.
can we just stop? And that's what they offered the fucking olive branch. They were the ones who were like,
They should.
It's great.
and they should. They did the right thing.
They did the right thing.
This is what I would consider to be the peak of Shane Gillis's popularity. Allow me to be clear here. I do not mean his fame. I mean his overall approval rating. I recognize that people still love Shane Gillis, but I come from the music scene, and specifically the punk world, and in punk, there exists a term which describes when an artist does something for money which is contradictory to who they've made a career out of being. Which is to say, Shane cut his teeth doing comedy that was, in essence, anti-Saturday Night Live.
All right, I don't know. That wasn't his actual note, for the record.
Sure. All right.
He'll get rowdy though.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't done this since you did SNL.
Oh, yeah.
We did. We don't need to.
Yeah, he and I did one.
Actually, I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
No, that
Didn't
was
you and
before.
Oh.
Any nuggets behind the scenes that no
we
one
talked,
knows?
You know, Green
How nutty
Room,
was it?
Green
Yeah.
Room and podcast spill over so much.
How nutty was it? It was so weird. Such a fucking corporate thing. You got in there finally.
I liked it.
What a completion of a storyline.
Yeah, it was
I
fun.
know, but
Yeah.
it seems like a fun night.
It
Just
is
to
a
do
fun
the
night.
sketches and fuck
Yeah.
around
It
and
is.
the party.
My family was there. The party kind of sucks when I've been to the
Yeah.
party a bunch of times and it's great.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It sucked even knowing the guy. We're like, hey, we're gonna say goodbye to another fucking person.
That's all I
so
had
we can
to
go
do.
drink.
The whole time I just had to say hello, thank you, goodbye to every single person that was
yeah.
there. But
Like a wedding.
it was exactly like a wedding.
Did it feel like a rite of passage? What did it feel like for you?
It's a cool win. It's
I
a
think it's
a cool win for the
closing
whole
on the
scene.
story.
I think it's nice for that. I mean, obviously, it just brought the story back up again.
Yeah.
But you were defended quite a bit.
But it was also, it's like, honestly, this was like them saying sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
That's what
Yeah.
it was.
Admission of guilt.
It was.
Pretty much.
It was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
closest they can come to an admission of guilt.
Yes.
Which is what it was.
Here's
They
the
wish
thing.
we
Here's the
hadn't had
thing.
to do
Here's the
that. We
thing.
had to.
Here's the
Done.
thing. Is an acknowledgement of talent. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
that too.
It's like
That's
recognizing, hey,
nice.
this guy might be one of the biggest comics ever, and it's happening right now, and we should probably get back on board.
Many of us who were rooting him on did so because he was proving to everyone that a career could be established outside of the traditional channels. But after his second appearance on SNL in March of 2025...
And done.
We're on it. Quickly now. Somebody's paying for coverage they don't need. Liberty Mutual lets you customize and save, so you only pay for what you need.
It's getting hard to argue that Shane is still the underdog. Yes, he's stayed true to his content by talking about history and light politics, but there is not a comedy show larger or more corporate than SNL. There is not a sponsorship larger or more corporate than Bud Light. Most importantly to Shane, there is no friendship which will benefit a comedian more than a friendship with Joe Rogan. Moreover, even the literal president of the United States considers Shane to be, quote, on his side.
50 here, coming right up. And wait till you hear. So this was, who was Trump talking to with this?
The guy that
What
we just
guy?
discussed, Meghan McCain's
Oh,
husband.
Meghan
I
McCain's
believe.
husband. Okay. And what did you say? 2950. Okay. We're coming up. That's close enough. Listen to this.
There is, well, I'd rather not tell you that.
Yeah.
Because somehow
I have to ask anyway.
I'd love to tell you. It's so interesting. Sometimes you'll be asked like a question like that, and you want to give an answer because you don't want to have somebody walk out and say, but if you give the answer, it's a disaster.
Yeah.
If you give a truthful answer.
No, it always reminds me of the SNL sketch where the guy says, "Where in the Gulf War? Where are your tanks, and can I go see them?"
That's right. Exactly.
By the way,
we have a lot of that.
Shane Gillis is hosting SNL this weekend. Are you a fan? You met him at the Super Bowl, I think.
Yeah.
And, are you a fan?
Well, he's a very good. I mean, on our side, right?
Whoa, on our side, right? Uh-oh. What do you think, Shane? Whose side are you on?
Shane is still riding highs that tower above what most comedians could hope for. I'm not saying he's struggling. I simply want to point out that by going on SNL multiple times, guarding his language according to the policies of Bud Light, and befriending the literal president, Shane Gillis sold out.